In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create workflow in Salesforce. By the end, you'll know how to navigate from the Salesforce homepage into Setup, find the legacy workflow rules area, and then create the modern replacement using Flow Builder, including selecting a platform event trigger, dropping in an action, and saving your work. I'll keep things clear and practical, and I'll point out tips along the way so you understand why each click matters. Start on the Salesforce homepage in Lightning Experience. Look toward the top right and open the Quick Settings gear. From that menu, choose Open Advanced Setup. This takes you into the Setup home, which is where all configuration for your org lives. If you don't see these options, you may need the proper permissions, so make sure you're working from an admin or a profile with Setup access. In the Setup sidebar, use the Quick Find search and type Workflow. Select Workflow Rules from the results. Salesforce will often show an informational page explaining what workflow is and how automation has evolved. Go ahead and open that What is Workflow section for a short refresher if you like, then click Continue to proceed. This is a nice checkpoint to remember that while the page says Workflow Rules, Salesforce is guiding most new automation to Flow, which is why the next step gently nudges you into Flow Builder. On the Workflow Rules page, you may see an option to create new view. That's used for organizing how rules display in this list, which can help you filter or sort if you're auditing older rules. Click it if you want to structure your list. It won't change your automation, it only changes how you see it. Next, choose to create a new rule. Salesforce presents an option to create in Flow Builder. Click that. This aligns with current best practices, since Flow now handles what classic workflow and many process builder automations used to do. Inside Flow Builder, you'll land on a screen that highlights different automation categories. Take a second to scan these so you pick the right pattern. Triggered automations fire when something happens, such as a record change or a platform event. Scheduled automations run at specific times without user clicks. Screen automations guide users through screens and inputs. Auto-launched automations run in the background without screens, often invoked from other tools. For this walkthrough, choose Triggered Automations to build an event-driven flow. Select Platform Event, Triggered Flow. Platform events are great when you want Salesforce to respond to signals from external systems or asynchronous processes. Click Choose Platform Event to tell the flow exactly which event should start it. Use the search field to quickly locate your event type. For this example, select AI Agent Status Event. Your org will have its own events. The idea is the same regardless of which one you choose. Once the trigger is set, move to the canvas and click the plus icon to add your first element. Select Action. Actions let your flow do something in response to the trigger, like send an email alert, post to collaboration tools, invoke an Apex action, update records via a subflow, or call out to an external service. We're simply placing the action so the structure is ready. You can fine-tune the action's details after saving, according to your business logic. When the skeleton of your automation looks right, click Save. Give the flow a clear, descriptive name and add a short description that explains the trigger and the intended outcome. Good naming and documentation make maintenance easier for everyone on your team. Saving captures your configuration, so you can return later to finish action settings, add decisions, or activate when you're ready. That's it. You navigated from home to Setup, opened the Legacy Workflow Rules area, continued into Flow Builder, selected a platform event trigger, added an action, and saved. If you plan to schedule automations instead, remember that the Scheduled Automations option is purpose-built for time-based runs. As a best practice, test in a sandbox and document your assumptions before activating in production. Thanks for following along.